Many of you know that the origin of DECTRIS is in protein crystallography. In the meantime, many other applications started to benefit from our detectors and their unique properties, and we even delivered the first detectors for electron microscopy. But macromolecular crystallography is still very important in these days of the corona pandemic, and many synchrotrons all around the world carry out dedicated research programs to fight COVID-19. At SSRF, APS, XChem at the Diamond Light Source, and NSLS2, just to name a few. Today we will hear a report by Sebastian Günther from PETRA 3, who will tell us how they tried to tackle the coronavirus.
Hi, my name is Sebastian Günther and I'm postdoc in the group of alkanenes here at DESY in Hamburg. Today I want to talk to you about what we are doing here in Hamburg in the fight against coronavirus pandemic. So roughly 6 weeks ago we got together with the group from the University of Hamburg and the Fraunhofer Institute here in Hamburg and developed a project where we take compound selection from the Fraunhofer Institute, which consists of 6,000 different compounds which are approved drugs for other diseases or are in clinical trials against other diseases, and see if these compounds have some activity against the coronavirus. The hope is that if we have already clinical data available for these drugs, even if it's for other diseases, this could help in using or repurposing them for the coronavirus. So we started initially selecting 4 different targets. 2 of these are from the virus side and 2 of them from the human side, and all of them are essential for the virus to infect the human body and replicate itself there. So the first target we started using in our screening effort is the coronavirus main protease. And this is an essential piece for the virus to replicate itself in the human body. And so we started using this, making this protease in the laboratory in large amounts, then crystallize it in the presence of any of these 6,000 compounds, and then use X-ray diffraction to see if these compounds are actually binding to the protease. And then once we had generated these crystals, we took them down to one of the beamlines here at PETRA 3. So currently we are in the control hutch of beamline P11, where we did most of the work. And here we used, the beamline is fitted with a Gratis 6M detector since quite a bit, so it's a quite reliable detector here. There's an IGA 216M waiting to be fully implemented here at the beamline, so in the future we hope that we can even improve the throughput a bit here, quite a bit. So anyway, for now we were able, within probably the last 3 weeks, to collect data from these 6,000 different compounds. Later we also had help from beamline P13 and 14 from EMBL, and currently we are analyzing all this data. So in the meantime, this group effort has grown quite a bit, and we have now groups participating, several more groups participating from the University of Hamburg, the University of Lübeck, Bernhard Nocht Institute for Tropical Medicine, Heinrich Pett Institute, European XFEL, various Max Planck institutions, and we hope with all this group effort we can actually identify some compounds which have activity against the virus. So far our first screening has yielded about 13 different compounds which we saw interact with the virus protease, and now in the next steps we are trying to find out if these actually have an effect on the activity of this protease, and in the next step then if they actually help reducing the infectivity of the virus. So stay tuned for more news from Hamburg in the hopefully soon near future.
Thank you, Sebastian, for this very impressive report. As mentioned, there are several of these programs going on all around the world, and they have one thing in common: the detector. A recent search of the protein data bank, the PDB, revealed that of the 160 structures related to SARS-CoV-2, 139 were determined with Pilatus and IGA detectors. We at DECTRIS are very proud to be part of this endeavor, and we are here to help you and to support you in your research program.